everybody. It is so good to be back, y'all. I missed you all last week, but guess what? It's time for you all to meet some more amazing authors of the book. Y'all know I always point wrong. Right? That book right there. You can. 33 stories to uplift and inspire every day, people. Y'all, I'm so super excited. Back with some amazing authors once again. So I hope you are ready. As always, I'm gonna ask you to share this out. And me myself, I'm gonna go do the same before I bring on our author of the day. Um, three interviews scheduled for today, you all. So come on in with this first one. Join us. You want to meet him. You want to meet him. Y'all know I only bring the best to y'all. So y'all have to be ready. And let's go ahead and make this so that we can see y'all comments. We got it public now so we can see your comments. And then I'm going to tag our author. Thank you all for always being patient and allowing me to tag our authors and things like that so that they can be seen and it can be found on their page because we want their audience to see all the great stuff that they have going on as well. So I am getting ready to introduce the author of today. I hope you all are ready. Come on, leave some comments. Let us know that you are here. We want to see that you all are here. And again, this is authors of You Can 33 Stories to Inspire and Uplift Everyday People. There is something for everyone in this book. And so, our author for today is Stephen Jones. I call him Pastor Steve, okay? That's what I call him, but I'm going to read his bio to y'all. Stephen J. Jones was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town. Hey. Recently married. Congratulations. 1 year now, almost 1 year, I believe. He'll come on and tell us later. Stephen is a proud husband and father of four beautiful girls. He received his bachelor's degree in finance from Wilberforce University, HBCU, in 2001, where he was also president of the WU Poet Society and began to take his writing seriously. Come on now. At Wilberforce, I hope I'm saying it right, he helped to reestablish the Brainstorm Poetry publication, which had been historically published by previous society members. As an associate minister of his church, Stephen works in many capacities in God's kingdom. He's a man of God, y'all. He is an elder, youth pastor, and executive director of Divas and Gents Youth Resources. Yes, he do it for the youth, y'all. www.divasandgents.org. Go check out the site. Stephen is also the content creator of the hashtag BU Youth Empowerment channel on YouTube and lead facilitator of the Divas and Gent Youth Enrichment Program. I love it, and love it. He is the author of Son of a Preacher Man, The Adventures of Martin Joshua Jackson. Y'all got to read it down. Volume 1. More to come. Released April 2019 in conjunction with Anointed Hands Publishing. Can't say my own publishing company then, y'all. Stephen enjoys reading, writing, poetry, singing, traveling, and spending time with his new family. For authors talk, book signings, and more, make sure y'all email him at sjbookstores at gmail.com or check out his Facebook page. We're going to make sure that you all have it. Stephen's life purpose is to educate, encourage, and empower youth and young adults whenever and wherever possible. That means you can hire him. Yes, you can. So without further ado, I am going to introduce you to our author, Stephen Jones. Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me well?
We can hear you. We have people coming in. Hey. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Captain is
Look at
back,
that. Your
definitely.
dad's here. Hi, Dad. We got
Hello,
his
everyone.
the senior pastor here. I love it. Your Malcolm X son. I love it. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for allowing me to interview you today. So I read your bio. I told people the logistic stuff about you, but now it's time for you to tell them about you. Just from yourself.
All right. Well, as she's already said, and thank you, Pastor Nina. Stephen Jones. I am a banker by day. No, just joking. This is what happens when you've been on quarantine for so long that you just watch so much Netflix superhero shows. But I'm Stephen Jones. I am a husband and a father, and a father of four girls. I am a writer. I'm a poet. I love reading. I've just been so overwhelmed with trying to be a part of the collaboration that we're doing now that I don't even know what to say here. But by day I'm a banker, and I'm by night I'm doing all those things that I just said. I work with youth at our church. I work with the youth in our community, and I'm a graduate of Wilberforce University. Woo woo. That's an HBCU for those of y'all who don't know. In fact, we're one of the first, actually the first HBCU that was owned and operated by Black peoples. Wilberforce University is in Wilberforce, Ohio, for those of y'all who are wondering. And we encourage you, especially in these times where the HBCU movement is getting even stronger, to go and look up our school, my dear old alma mater. We love them, and we want to continue to support them and other HBCUs of the like. That's all I'm gonna say for now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna go to a different question because you didn't talk about this. Now you are not a first-time author, so I'm gonna skip around. I'll come back to all the stuff about the book. You are not a first-time author. You have published already one book, volume one, and as you all see, it's scrolling across the bottom there, where you can go and grab your copy of Son of a Preacher Man. Every time I say the name of the book, I'll be like, "It's a Son of a Preacher Man." It just comes out. But can you tell the audience about Son of a Preacher Man, what it's about, and um, well, they can see how they can get it. But let them know a little bit about your first project.
Yeah, and thank you for that. And the funny thing is, the title "Son of a Preacher Man" was inspired by that very song. So I'm glad that you kind of sang it for me, so I didn't have to sing it. But "Son of a Preacher Man" is my first published novel with Anointed Hands Publishing, which of course is your company. And we published on last year, April 2019. And the book is a basically juvenile fiction story about a young man by the name of Martin Joshua Jackson. He's the protagonist of the book, and he's a young Christian just learning how to navigate being a young Christian in this world. And he has just a bunch of different adventures, even as being a young man growing up in the Roseland and Pullman neighborhood of Chicago. So it's all set and based in the areas that I grew up in. I grew up in Roseland on 118th and Lafayette, for all my Lafayette people. And this story just takes is loosely based upon my life, but not necessarily autobiographical. So it's a great story for anyone of any age, actually. Most of the people who read it and like it and enjoy it are people who are not children, which is really interesting. But I love the story, and I've been thinking of other stories to kind of to continue the cycle and the series going. And I think I finally come up with an idea for the next volume. So volume one was the first volume, and volume two will be coming soon.
Yay! So y'all heard it here first. Volume 2 is coming soon. Your cousin is so proud of you and loves you. Thank you, cousin. So if y'all don't have a copy of this awesome book, I love the book cover and everything. Please make sure you see the link below. So it's right there for you. No one can say, well, I don't know where to get it from. Right there. Check out his Square store and make sure you purchase your copy of Son of a Preacher Man, because volume 2 is going to come out. And so you need to read volume 1 before volume 2 comes out so you can be caught up with everything. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for sharing it with us. Now this is your second book right here already, being a part of You Can. And so what is the title of your chapter, and what can people expect from it? Like, if someone was coming like, why should I read his chapter? Tell them why they should read your chapter.
So the title of my chapter is actually, it's called Jacob's Ladder, and the subtitle is You Can Be Restored from Failure. Without telling you the actual story, it basically is a story of redemption after a fall, from a man's perspective. and that's all I'm gonna give you. Because if I tell you anymore, I'm gonna actually tell you the story. So I'm not good at keeping secrets, so I don't want to do that.
So we're gonna let him keep the secret. The point is, you need to go and get the book. Okay, okay. So you all make sure that you get the book for his chapter in particular because you want to read this interesting story. Okay. So I want to ask you. So we get serious. You know, you let them know you're a banker. So you know, if you guys are looking for a banker, call the brother. If you all are looking for son of a preacher man, go and get the book, please and thank you. And now this is a part, and I always tell people most of the men interviews go so much faster than the women. The women be on here, they be talking, they be telling their life stories, like they be doing all this stuff. And I knew my brother wasn't gonna talk too much, but I'm gonna have to pull some stuff out of him. So this is the part where I like for people to get to know people, they're just them as a person. So tell us something interesting about you. And it don't have to be one fact. You can tell us some interesting things. Or you may want to do a poem for us since you told us you're a poet. I'm just saying.
No,
I like your
this
shirt
is
too. I
actually
like your shirt.
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is represented in the book as well. My beautiful wife actually got these made for us when the book was launched. So we have these too if you
I
want
love it.
to get.
Shout out to his wife.
Yeah. So something interesting about me. Well, a few things actually, and I'll start with one. Is that I am a very huge fan of science fiction and vampire movies. I love them. I love the stories and the vampire stories mostly because I think it's usually about forbidden love and two people coming from very starkly different backgrounds coming together and being able to be together, whether that's Twilight, whether that's the Vampire Diaries, the originals, legacies, uh, names, Interview with a Vampire, you name it, I love it. But I also enjoy science fiction because I love the whole idea of futuristic things and series about futurism. Right now, I've been heavily watching the Flash series on Netflix when I do have some downtime, which is usually right, as I'm going to sleep. When I should be actually going to sleep, I'm trying to watch Flash. But I love science fiction. Another interesting thing that I didn't say of the four girls, we just had our our fourth girl, and she just made 3 months yesterday, and that's been such a joy, even during this sheltering in place and quarantine, just being able to be a dad all over again and spending time with my baby girl. She just amazes me every day, and I actually enjoy fatherhood to such a degree. I'm getting better at cooking during this quarantine, especially with my wife, having to nurse and do all the things she does with the baby. She's given me an opportunity to learn how to be a better cook. So that's another interesting fact about me. Um, and more than anything, I am I love Walter Mosley. He's one of my favorite authors. He's the favorite author that I have, and he's the one who inspires me to write because he writes just everything. Anyone who knows Walter Mosley, he's the devil in a blue dress writer, but he's written so many more books, whether it's the Easy Rawlins Mysteries, the Socrates Fort Low. As you can see, I actually know I know his books by heart,
I
and all
see.
the other different protagonists that he has in his books. But he also does science fiction. He also does prose. Like it's amazing how this man he's written playwrights. I mean, it's just so many different things. I even think he has a movie script somewhere that he hasn't released just yet. And the world is going to be a sadder place when he leaves this earth. And I hope to leave a legacy like he has.
Wow, I feel like I learned more about you just now in these last 4 minutes than I've known in the last almost 2 years that I've known you. Wow.
That's
Like
funny.
vampire movies, all that stuff. Look, I learned a lot. Y'all have learned a lot too. So don't say you don't know this author because y'all know him. He just poured his heart out and let y'all know everything. All right, we're gonna have to ask your wife what you have cooked that she likes the best.
Brussels sprouts. She likes
Um,
my Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. sprouts. Okay. Secret. I've never had Brussels sprouts yet. People talk about me all the time because I've never had Brussels sprouts. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. My next question: why did you join this particular collaboration? There's so many different opportunities. You could have said, "Nope, I'm not sharing my story. I'm keeping it for my own book." But you were nice enough and kind enough to share your story in this book. Which, wait, before you answer, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your yes. Thank you for. I personally asked you, "Hey, I need you a part of this book," because a lot of times women do books and it's just all women. And I said, no, I need some powerful men in this book. And you were definitely one of the first people I reached out to. And you said yes. And with everything else that's going on with the new baby and the new wife, and we're in quarantine, and I'm sure it's extra stuff to do, you still took time out to make sure that um, you did it. So I am so grateful and thankful to you for your yes and for pouring out and for, I mean, you did the darn thing. So I so appreciate it. And I wanted to take the time to say that first. And now I can ask you what inspired you and made you say yes to this book?
So it's interesting that you even asked the question, because the truth is, I said yes because you asked. And you know, I have tremendous respect for you. I appreciate the process that we went through in releasing "Son of a Preacher Man" back on last year, and how you walked me through that. After I told you all of the struggles that I had in trying to release a book previously, you helped me through it step by step. So if you asked me to do something, I was going to do it no matter what it was. So the primary reason for me saying yes is because you asked me. The second reason was because I was actually going through a change in season in my life at the time, and I thought, what better chance that I had to inspire someone by writing a story that would be inspirational. And the fact that you didn't put any fetters or any boundaries on us as to what we could write. As soon as you told me what I could write, I started writing. You were like, well, you got 2 weeks. And I know I'm just telling you in the last minute. I'm like, nah, I finished it today.
Yeah, I love it.
And so as soon as you asked me, I went to write it, and I was able to finish that writing in probably a day or two, um, because the story again, I was trying not to give the story away, but the story was just so uh, personal and inspiring, from a male's perspective. Like I said, being a male that has gone through a lot of changes in his life and has made some mistakes and had a chance at redemption, I thought that story would be the best story to add to your collection. And I appreciate being a part of this group of tremendous writers and tremendous people. I've had the opportunity to see their Facebook pages, social media, interact with them, through social media, and just kind of see the kind of powerhouses that you have who are attached to this. To even be a part of such a collaboration in an anthology is humbling to me, because those are some amazing people. And I'm like, I don't hold a candle to those people, but I'm glad she asked me to be a part of it.
You're more amazing than you're giving yourself credit to be. Okay, so you are definitely more amazing than you know. Okay, so a lot, and it was God led. God knew who to do, who to add, who to ask, who to have. So we just thank God for all of you all amazing authors, because that's what you all are. And no author, not me, not nobody, is greater than the next. So give yourself a little more credit, sir. God chose you, okay?
Amen.
So
Amen.
this is one of the parts that I absolutely love, because people get to see you and you as a speaker. Because I always tell people, all of these authors that I am using, y'all, they are speakers. They're ministers, they're speakers, they're encouragers, they're motivators, and y'all could book them to come and speak. Okay, you gotta pay them now. You gotta pay. They might do some free, but I'm just saying, you gotta book them. And so, make sure y'all pay my people. But seriously, I always, the last thing I like to do is to give you a moment to have, take your time and just inspire the people in your own way, in your own words. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you go.
Okay, great. This is usually more difficult to do when I'm not standing behind a pulpit, right? Because the Holy Spirit, as the
You
Holy
got
Spirit, to kind of jump in and do his thing. But no, one of the things that I wanted to to provide as far as inspiration is uh, asking people to take a look at themselves, particularly during this time, and not just because of the pandemic, but everything that has happened in the world. Even though a lot of people have been impacted negatively, and there have been a lot of loss of life and tragedy that is going on, there has also been opportunity. And even and I've been one who has been taught over the years, through teachings at my church, but also to just studying the Word of God, that even in the midst of tragedy and even in the midst of hardship and struggle, there's opportunity. And so I really want people, and I've expressed this to young people that I'm connected to, and individuals that I have relationship with, that this is a time of recalibration, and that don't miss out on this opportunity while we're what people consider to be stuck in the house. You're not stuck in the house. You're in a position now to be able to recalibrate and redefine. And whenever you put the two letters RE in front of anything, it means you get to do it over again. And so everything that you probably had done, every mistake that you have made prior to all of the things that happened before you redid this, is you now get to redo it all over again. And so this is a time of recalibration. This is a time of looking at yourself and determining what it is that you don't like, the things that you want to change, what things that you love about yourself that you want to enhance, and take advantage of it. When we're sitting at home, it's not enough to just sit at home and sit on the and watch television, or search the web and do social media. But look at yourself. Take time to reflect on your own accomplishments, the vision that you have for your life, the vision that God has given you for your life. Because understand, if God has given you vision, and I know we've heard this before, but He's also giving you provision. And with provision, that means that you have the ability to do. You have every resource to accomplish the thing that you have seen in your mind's eye, the thing that you have seen in your heart, the thing that you have been dreaming about, that you just couldn't quite figure out how to do it. I was reading something this morning, a woman by the name of Diane Latiker, who's put out a book called Kids Off the Block, and it's about the organization that she actually organized in the Roseland community. And one of the things that she said in the quote in the book that I'm actually about to buy today is that I didn't know what to do, but I had to do something. And I'm paraphrasing it, but people are always concerned about having all the pieces together before they step out to do something. And the truth is, you don't need all of the pieces. What you need is good people, and you need focus, and you need God, of course. And you definitely need to be in the connection with individuals who are motivational. Sometimes we get upset about those who don't commit to what we're doing, or they don't support us. But the truth is, those are not the people you want around you anyway, because if you got to convince them to support you, you're going to have to convince them to give you encouragement when you need it too. But the kind of people, when you get divine connections, like people like Sister Nina, who is a motivator just all day, every day, no matter what. Like, even when I just said something that was self-deprecating, she's like, no, Joe, do that. You don't do that. You want to have those kinds of people around you. And it's not always the people who you're with every day that are going to do that. So you have to look at your circle. You got to look at the people who are around you, even in this time, and even in this season where we're sheltering in place. You got to look at the people who are around you and take a true inventory and say, is this circle going to be a part of the dreams and goals that I have, or do I need to find a new circle? Is this circle going to propel me to destiny, or do I need to find some people who see purpose beyond just what you see today? Because if you only have short-sighted people in your circle who can only see what's happening today, who can only see your situation for what it is today, those are not the people that you need around you. And it's hard to recalibrate when you got naysayers around you. It's hard to recalibrate when you got people telling you what you can't do, or how hard it was, or so-and-so tried that and it didn't work out. Tell them to shut their mouths and go find some other people to hang out with. And so, that's my inspiration during this time, to take a look at self, write down, record your thoughts, listen to the spirit when it speaks. Because a lot of people say, I can't hear God when He talks to me. If you shut up and be quiet, you can. Sometimes we're so busy praying and asking God to do stuff that we're not listening to the answers that He's given to us. And so we've been given an opportunity to be in quiet moments all day long. And I know some of us have children, but when the kids go to sleep, you have the ability to do that too, or take a walk, or be out in your backyard or wherever it is that you feel safe or you feel tranquil, even if it's in the bathroom, whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it. I'm just saying there's a chance for you to do it. And so I want to encourage you, and I want to encourage all of these listeners out there and everyone who's on just listening to us right now. Find a place where you can redefine yourself, that you can be reborn, that you can recalibrate, and that you can move forward into the place where God has already predestined you to be. Because the one thing that we got to remember is God is already where we're trying to get to. It's all we got to do is follow his path. And as hard as that sometimes sounds like it is, it's easy enough if I take the focus off of me and everybody around me and put it on him. I think that was enough.
Well, we gonna drop the mic right there, y'all. Pass the collection plate, okay? I should have been starting to put y'all cash apps and stuff up on here. Y'all have been giving these messages, and I'm gonna just go back and take all y'all messages and put them all into one little recording. I'm just saying, y'all. I know y'all feel blessed, because that was a message. If you were not motivated, inspired, or something, you need to go back and watch this again and wake up. Because if you were woke at any point of this, you are inspired, you are ready to move. And some of y'all may be canceling all y'all friends and family members to get in the whole circle right now. If not, if something is wrong with you, and you know you need a new circle after this, don't cry your tears, don't cry your tears, don't get that new circle, because everything he has said was absolutely amazing and true. So y'all ain't gotta pay him, okay? Y'all ain't gotta pay him this time, but you gotta go buy the book. If you don't have the book, you gotta go buy the book.
Go buy the book, absolutely.
He changed your whole life. He gave you a whole coaching series right here on this live. So I want to take time to say thank you so very much. You see what Dan said? So you better be like, well, now you didn't look, you didn't put yourself out there. Now you're like, you ready? That's right, Dan. Get them. So I want to thank you so much for this time and this opportunity to take the time out of your day, away from your family, away from your job, to allow me to interview you, and for blessing the people, including me, for blessing us people on this live. You all, if you are just tuning in, make sure you go back and catch the replay and watch the whole thing. Get to know author Stephen Jones. He is an amazing man of God and has so much to offer the world. We have shared his link. We're going to share that link one more again so that you all can go and grab his book. If you're just now tuning in, make sure you go to this link and grab his book, Son of a Preacher Man. This is volume 1, and now he has started back writing. So we're going to get to volume 2. God has already downloaded in him what to write about. So I expect him to spend his 10 minutes a day writing. He's going right back to baseball. She's like, oh man, here she go. That's just how I am. So 10 minutes a day, take the writing pain away. So you all, thank you so much for watching this. This will also be uploaded on YouTube. So if you are like, I don't like watching Facebook Live, don't want to watch YouTube, you can go to Nina Motivates on YouTube, and in about an hour, this will be on there as well. Share this out. Let people get to know this awesome and amazing author, and make sure you grab a copy of You Can directly from him when it comes out, so that you can not only be inspired and uplifted, but you can support this man of God. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I will actually be back in an hour and a half with another interview. So tune back in at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then I'll be back again at 7:15 Central Standard Time with another author. Y'all, these authors they knocking it out, y'all. They're knocking it out, and they're doing great things. And these are all people that you should know. So go over to his Facebook pages and like him. He has a page for his book, and he's going to start posting more on that page, y'all. I'm giving him assignments. He's going to call me after this and be like, are you serious?
Nina definitely motivates.
So make sure y'all go over there and check out his Facebook fan page and like it and share it and things like that. Thank you all for just popping in, but y'all going to have to go back and watch the replay. That's what it's here for. It's for y'all to go back and watch it again. We thank y'all for tuning in. And is there anything else you would like to say before we leave?
I just want to say thank you as always. Like I said, Nina definitely motivates, and she's always on her motivating grind. So I appreciate that. Thank you for reminding me about my 10 minutes a day. You're absolutely right. I gotta get my 10 in. Exactly. So
Hey, I like that. Get your
please go
pen.
to her
We don't
page
have to
and
post that, y'all.
support all of her books that she's written. She's written a plethora of books. This woman has an unending amount of energy. I've never known a person who has as much energy as she has, and she gets it done with it. She's not just idle; she's doing her stuff. So thank you, Nina, for just believing in all of us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's okay, Janae. Replay is always available, girl. It's always available. Used to be like, it's gonna be some people that's gonna pop on once we end, and they gonna be like, oh, it's over. But replay is okay.
Yes, it is.
And we
That's
just want to thank you all. You all check me out as well on my website, ninamotivates.info. I look forward to connecting with all of you all. And our book is coming out August 1st, y'all. That's less than a month away. So make sure you all check it out, check it out, check it out. We're super excited. Lots of great things going on. And last but not least, don't forget to go grab this book. The link has been rolling the whole session. So you can't say you don't know the website. Take a screenshot or whatever you need. Matter of fact, after this live, see, go back and into the live and put it in the comments so people can have no excuse. We want to again thank you all for being here, and until later today, we thank you, Apostle. We want to thank you for tuning in. Yes, Janae, another one of our fellow authors. So all of our authors support each other as well, y'all. So you can't beat it. Can't beat it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. Thank you again so much, and we love you all, and we'll see you all later. Bye for now.
bye. Bye.